for the answer, for both multiple choice and multiple select, the answer will be 1, 2, 3, 4, indicating the choices LMS is choosing. And TF for true or false, and open-ended and fill in blank are using not-limited solutions, which is could be paragraph or a single word. And for the another important part is that we're going to involve rationale, because we're all students here, so we know better that directly asking LMs to provide a final answer is not enough for helping students or help or guiding students. So we need LMs to generate explanations or rationale, like why this question is answered in this way, or what kind of knowledge is involved to answer this question. So we ask LMs to generate rationale. And also during the collection of questions, we need to generate the label or the correct template for rationale. So this is what we're gonna have in our question data set. There will be questions, answers, and rationale, three parts. And this is a template for collecting questions from textbooks. Taking example from database. That this is the textbook for database 7th edition. We can find some after class exercises like we pick this one, keyword queries, and so on. And we can find its corresponding solutions or answers online. That's all the textbooks have their corresponding solutions. So this is the solutions open sourced by this book, and we can find the question we picked and the answer here. So the third step is gonna generate the rationale. Many books don't have such kind of information, so we're gonna leverage GPT-4 to generate the corresponding rationale for this question. And this is a simple example. For this question, we just write a simple prompt template to GPT-4, like generate the rationale for this open-ended question, and we copy the question here, and then indicate what kind of answer is satisfactory, because this is an open-ended question. And don't worry about the prompt templates. We have provided thorough prompt format for all 5 types of questions here, and I'll share with you later, so you can directly use them, and all are tested effective. Yeah, you can directly use them. And then taking this question as an example, we have defined a question collection template, like multiple choice, multiple select, fill in blank, true or false, and open-ended. So this question belongs to open-ended. So we go into the sheet for open-ended and add one question in the dataset. We copy the question here under question column, and copy the answer in answer column, and also copy the rationale returned from GPT-4 here to rationale. Okay, so now we have almost finished the question collection, but to systematically evaluate the performance in the second stage, so we need to control the number or statistics of each topic. So we additionally include 2 columns called level 1 topic and level 2 topic for each question. And obviously, this question belongs to database. And how we gonna know which is the what level 2 topic belongs to this question? We have also provide knowledge graph Excel that contains all the level 1, level 2, and level 3 topics for your reference. So this is database systems, and we use it to search to find its corresponding level 2 topic, and we can see that there are 7 level 2 topics under database system. So, for example, relational model, SQL, database design, and also for each level 2 topics, we have corresponding level 3 topics. And also, search relational model, and we can find 5 level 3 topics under relational model. So also leveraging GPT-4, we can ask GPT-4 to directly characterize those topics for us, because I suppose we're not familiar with all the topics. So sometimes we cannot identify which topic this question belong to. So we do this in the sequence of DFS. We ask level 2 first. So for example, for this question, we'll copy all 7 level 2 topics directly and ask GPT-4 identify the topics, the topic of this question from below list. For example, just a simple prompt is SQL. So, and based on this this answer, we then go back to the topic Excel and find SQL. So we can see here for SQL we have many level 3 topics. We just directly copy them. And we still have 2 missing ones here. Yeah. Okay. Then identify the subtopic of SQL for this question from the below list. For example, also a simple prompt. Okay, that's done. So we have our level 1 and level 2 topics, and filling them in the Excel. So this is a database, and this is SQL, and we can store level 3 topics as you want, because we don't involve level 3 topic in the Excel. But I suppose if you have very few questions, like 100 questions totally in your final evaluation stage, you may want level 3 topic. So this is how we're gonna search for the topic for each question, and also the standard process for collecting the question. And that will be also the same for other four types of questions. True or false, then no the same. Fill in blank, also the same. For multiple choice and multiple select, that'll be a little bit different, that we need to fill in the choices. Yeah, so that's done. That's all for question collection. And finally, when you finish the collection, you may want to transform your question from Excel to JSON-L. So this is the next step, and I will also provide the information later in the attachment. So you need not need to worry about this currently. And this is some recommended topics you can do. In total, there'll be 12, and I will also provide a list, and you can pick one or a few if you want and interested in, and I'll recommend some textbooks and materials for you. Yeah.
So in the capstone project title, I wrote some other topic, but then please select topics from here. Okay, for capstone students, please select topics from here. It will be something like, I think one of you, two of you, something. Let me see. Two of you are working on the topic constructing database question answering, and we have here database system. Yeah, data sets for evaluating larger model in education. Then the other 3 students, I give you some other 2 topics, but then please select topics from here. Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
that's done actually, finished.
Okay.
I'll provide first it'll be the templates for prompting LMs, and also all the topics we have, and some useful reference links for each textbook later. Yeah, in the email.
Okay. Any questions?
No.
No more question, then Zijin will introduce how to do the evaluation.
Okay, let me share my screen. Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay, and then let's begin. And if we have a question and answering pair, then which means we have a prompt that we can prompt a large language model to get some response. Then we evaluate the quality of response. Then that's actually the performance of the large language model on that question. And I will briefly show two possible options on how to evaluate it. The first one, I think we can use a framework for the open source large language model. And we can see here, after you set up the environment, then you can use that format. You can see a example here, which means you can fill your input with your question, and you can get your test output as your response from the large language model. Then we can use some, then once you collect the outputs or response from a large language model, and you can evaluate it, which means you can calculate how much is correct and how much is incorrect. Then the numeric results will be the performance or the evaluation results of the large language model. I will share some details through email how to use that framework on evaluating large language models. And the second way is to using ChatGPT to get some evaluation results. We can see, I think this website, we usually can ask some question here. For example, introduce the Lagrange mean value theorem, and this as an open-ended question, we can obtain an answer like similar like this. But collecting the response one by one on the website is time costing, then I will suggest you to use an API. I will provide some API for GPT 3.5 only to support you for the evaluation. I provide an example here. You can see you just fill the API base and the API key. Then you put your question using this format. Then you just run your program that you can get a similar reply. Let me show you an example. Yeah, we can see that I just run the program here, which also prompts the large language model to introduce the Lagrange's mean value theorem. And we can see that's the output. And you can, and I just print it out. You can store it into a JSON or something else that you can evaluate the quality of the output. Then you can get a fancy result. And I just introduced briefly two possible ways to evaluate the large language models. One, for the open source model, you just need to get a local large language model, then evaluate it using a simple interfaces. And then if you want to evaluate the proprietary model like ChatGPT and GPT-4, you can you can either use a website to prompt the large language model, then you evaluate the response on your own, or you can call an API that you can handle it within a JSON file that finally evaluated by your own program. Yeah, and that's all I need to introduce.
Okay, so again, any questions? If no more question, then yeah, it is an opportunity for you to ask questions. If no more question, maybe you can ask question later via email, or you can think question now. So then you will try to start. Okay. You may get lots of questions when you do the implementation. So I will share the recording of this video too, and please try to start. And if a question, email us. Yeah, all the resource we share to are internal. Okay, don't share to others, including the questions, the protocols, the key. Later you will request. Yeah, all internal, just for your projects. Yeah, that's all we want to share. Then we may have a meeting maybe in 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Depends on. So high likely to be this time. Okay. So we can sync up. Okay. Then if no more question, then that's all we have. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.